Hello everyone, we are Robin and Graham. If you missed our last video, we just announced that we are heading on a trip to South America and we are so excited for it. We are specifically going to the countries Peru and Bolivia, and by the time you're watching this video, we should be on an airplane on our way to start this whole adventure. So come with us as we pack for our trip.
Okay, so to structure this video a little bit, we are going to start with our big bags. I'm using the Alpa 42.
And I am using the Fairview 40, or you could get the men's version, which is the Farpoint 40.
So we are going to go through all of our clothes that we have so nicely laid out, go through just kind of what we're bringing, why we're bringing it really quick, just so you can be sure you're packing all of the things you need for your trip to South America.
And then we are going to go in and pack our personal bags, which is our day backpacks afterwards, because we do travel with 2 backpacks.
So to start, let's get to some t-shirts.
Okay, so this trip is a little bit different than our trip to Southeast Asia, of course. We had to consider things like higher elevation, so we've done a little bit of research. We found that the temperature fluctuates, especially the higher you go, so nights really start to cool off even though we're going during their summer or their rainy months. So what we're packing is definitely an array of all different kinds of temperatures. It feels like me specifically is bringing a lot, but I'm really unsure of what to expect. So this is everything I hope to get in my backpack. I might have to rearrange a couple things, maybe take a couple things out if it doesn't work, but I'm very hopeful.
Okay, so for my shirts, I'm bringing almost the exact same array of shirts that I brought to Asia. I'm bringing a little collared shirt from Jetty, very nice. I'm bringing 3 different Viore shirts, so I have a black, a blue, and a gray, very exciting. And then I have just a couple of different random shirts that I like to wear. This one's from my work that I always like to sport. A shirt from Jetty, and then another Viore shirt. Just casual, but it also doubles that if I need another hiking shirt, I can wear that as well.
So the shirts that I am bringing is a decent amount. So I right now have 2 long sleeves. So I have this one from Patagonia. I have this one from Viore. Both of them are really lightweight, packable material, so really breathable. So if I was to wear them and it was a little bit warmer, but I wanted sun protection, I could. Then I'm bringing 2 tank tops. These are my favorites, so they're coming along with me just in case we do experience, more of that summer weather. If we're down maybe near the coast, near Lima, anything like that. And then for my t-shirts, I have 5. Now this area is where I feel like I have a lot, but I have 2 of Patagonia's Cap Cool line. Now their line is really nice for just lightweight, breathable, synthetic shirts, so I can wear them when we do our hikes, but also if it is a little bit warmer and I do want sun protection on like my shoulders, these are shirts that I can bring.
They're very similar to my Viore shirts that I plan to be hiking in. Lightweight, breathable.
But because we are going to be experiencing some cooler weather, I do love wearing cotton shirts. The only thing is just it doesn't pack down as nicely, so it's a little bit bulkier, but I'm hopeful. These are my favorite.
They're good plain. They're good plain shirts. Good travel day shirts.
Bringing one that I got from the brand Parks Project. It's new and I really like it.
Wears it almost every day.
And then I have one from my work. It's just a nice black t-shirt. Can't go wrong. And then I have another one that I got from Patagonia. So those are the 3 cotton t-shirts that I hope to bring. I also have 2 t-shirts that I like to sleep in. Now, if I need to cut a little bit of extra weight, I'll probably get rid of one of these. But sometimes it is nice to have 2 different sleeping shirts, just if you go for a little bit without laundry. So, I have a lot. We'll see how it goes, but those are all of my shirts that I'm bringing.
Okay, moving from the top to the bottom, we are going to move on to all of our pants, shorts that we have. I'm currently wearing a pair of Viore pants that I'm going to be bringing on the trip. I'm going to wear them as hiking pants because they're really, really comfortable and stretchy and light. So I'm going to wear them as hiking pants. They're not necessarily hiking pants, but you can do what you got to do. Next, I'm bringing a pair of Patagonia joggers. I'm also going to be using these as my hiking pants. Again, not necessarily made for hiking, but I think they'll do just fine for what I need them to do. Next, I'm bringing just a simple pair of athletic shorts that I brought to Asia with us. I imagine some days on the hike and some walking around, we're going to see some hotter weather, so want to be prepared for that. A pair of just North Face casual shorts, nothing all that fancy. And then a pair of Patagonia shorts that also double as a pair of swim trunks. And the last pair, a lot of shorts, eh?
You're bringing a lot of shorts.
And the last pair is just a pair of Viore casual shorts as well. So I'm really hoping for hot weather apparently.
I don't
Maybe
think
need
you
to shed a pair of shorts, but we'll see what happens.
That's an easy spot for Graham to cut back if he needs.
Yes.
So for my bottoms, I'm definitely prepping for more of warmer or colder weather, sorry. So the only shorts that I'm bringing one pair of biker shorts just in case, you know, we're hiking and I want to wear shorts instead of pants. Then I have my two flowy shorts, one gray and one black. They're the exact same from the brand Viore. I just absolutely love them. So if it is warmer, that's what I'm going to be wearing. And then I have my sweat shorts, which I love to just lounge in. I also sleep in them, so that's why those are coming with me. And then I have 3 pairs of pants. So one, I have a pair of black Viore flowy joggers. They're full length, so really great for a little bit more coverage, but it's also super lightweight. So if it's warm, I'm not going to be melting in them. And then I have a pair of black flowy cropped pants from 10 Trees. So I love these ones as well. They just don't obviously come down all of the way. So I wanted to make sure I had some full length pants here too. And then the last pair I'm bringing is a hiking pant. Now I have no problem wearing this around the town if I need to, but I did specifically buy them because we are doing more hikes on this trip. So this is from the brand Black Diamond, and it's just a nice lightweight slimmer cut pant. So it's got lots of zippered pockets. It's a little bit more of a lightweight durable material. So I just find that I'm going to have a really nice time hiking in these ones as opposed to hiking in my leggings.
So you're probably realizing that we've got a lot of 2 brands, Viore and Patagonia. Both of them have excellent stuff and really couldn't recommend it more.
But honestly, they are higher end brands and you don't need any of this stuff to actually go out and travel. So we do want to preface that. Like, use what you have, see what you have. No need to go out and buy something new if you have stuff that works. There's great secondhand gear options that we like to use as well. It just helps when I work at an outdoor store that I have access to lots of these things. But by no means do you have to go out and buy exactly what we have to do our trip. Just get some idea of the types of things that we are bringing.
Okay, so we've done the top, we've done the bottom. Now we've got to do our base layer, I guess, and our feet, of course. So to start, I am bringing 2 pairs of hiking socks, both of them from Smart Wool. These are merino wool, so they are very moisture wicking. They don't stink, so you can wear them for a long time. And the hiking pair have padded feet and heels in them, so they're a little bit more comfortable to walk extra long distances in. I also have 3 pairs in ankle socks, and then I'm bringing 1 pair of cotton socks just like for travel days and things like that when I don't want to wear my hiking socks.
Yeah, and I also have all of my socks and underwear already packed away. So I usually bring enough like underwear for about like 10-ish days. We generally find that we're doing laundry anywhere between like 8 to 10 days for most things. So I have that all in here. Again, I'm bringing 3 ankle socks and 2 longer crew length socks, so very similar to Graham. And then I am bringing 3 sports bras and 1 higher impact sports bra for when we do a little bit more active stuff. And I have that in this packing cube already with 1 bathing suit that I'm bringing on this trip. So very different from my Asia trip.
Yeah.
And the last item of clothing that we're bringing that starts to get a little bit more into the technical side, less casual, is a base layer. I'm bringing both top and bottom, and Graham is just bringing the top. we are doing some camping on this trip, and I think that it's going to get a little bit colder at night, so I might want these when we're hanging out. I don't know. We'll see. It's taking up a little bit of space, so I'll let you know after our trip if I think that they're actually worth it, but I think right now I am prioritizing that. So I got these base layers from the brand Ortavox. I've had it for a couple years now. I wear it when we're walking out in -40 when I'm trying to go to work. I just absolutely love the fit of them. It's a little bit longer in the legs and the arms than some of the other brands out there like Smartwool and Icebreaker I have personally found. So it is a blend of merino wool, so you are getting those similar benefits to the socks in that it doesn't stink as often, so I can wear it for a really long time. So I am very excited to test these out when we are up in the mountains.
Mine is a little bit less. Like Robin said, I'm only bringing the shirt, which is a long sleeve, and mine is from Patagonia.
And his is a synthetic base layer, so a little bit different than mine.
Right. Next, moving on to our mid layers. So I am bringing a zipped hoodie, which is actually a bit surprising because I'm not usually a zipped hoodie person.
Me neither.
But I got this last year after our trip to Asia, and every time it is cold, I throw this on, and I am no longer cold. I love this thing.
And it is super thin.
Super, super thin, super light, but by far the warmest thing that I own. So there was absolutely no way that I was going on this trip without it. Mine
that I'm bringing is a little bit bulkier, and I'm not actually convinced it's going to fit in my backpack on any of our travel days. So I'm going to have to always wear it, I guess. That's totally fine. It's going to keep me warm. So I have one of these chinchilla jackets from Patagonia. This is very bold for me, but I absolutely love it. And I find that fleece is going to keep you a lot more warm than cotton does. So I can use it to throw under my rain jacket if I just need a little bit of extra warmth. I could sleep in it if I needed to. So I think this is going to come really handy on the trip. It is just a little bit bulky.
Now our outer layers, mine is not all folded up nicely yet, but we are bringing our Patagonia rain jackets.
Mine stuffs into its pocket, which is really nice. It makes it into its own little packing cube.
Mine does not, so I'll just fold it and lay it on top of everything. And I'm also bringing a Patagonia puffer jacket. This is actually brand new to me. I got it last week, and I've done nothing but wear it, so I'm very excited to bring this on our trip with us.
This is the same exact jacket as that one. It's just stuffed into its pocket, so again, it has a little built-in packing cube, which is perfect to throw in my bag. Before we move on to the other things that we plan on packing in our main bags, we're going to quickly throw these all in their packing cubes, and then we'll grab the other stuff. Done.
Now that we have all of our clothes into our packing cubes, we're going to rifle through some of the other random stuff that will also be going in our big bags.
And before we move on to the other random things, I do always keep one packing cube that is empty in my bag so that as stuff gets dirty, it can transition into my dirty packing cube. Okay, moving on.
First, we've got our shoes. So I've got a pair of Solomon Trail Runners that I'll be doing all of my hiking in, and then just a pair of black rubber Birkenstocks for everyday wear.
I am bringing my Choco sandals. They are my absolute favorite. They can get wet, no problem, which is why I'm bringing them on this trip over my Birkenstocks. Just to save space, I'm only bringing one pair instead of two. And then what I'm going to be hiking in are these Oboz low-rise hikers. I absolutely love them. They're waterproof. They have a half-grain leather on them, so they're really nice and durable, and I am really excited to bring them on this trip. The only thing that I'm a little concerned about is that these are my only shoes, so even if I'm like walking around town and stuff, I'm always going to have to wear these, as well as on the plane to save space, so you know, we're going to see how it goes, but that's probably what's going to happen.
We've collected all of our random stuff that will be going in our bags, so we're going to rip through it all just so you know exactly what we're bringing.
So the first thing that we like to pack always is going to be our first aid kit. Now in here we have things like Tylenol, Imodium, Gravel, kind of all the medication that we would want or potentially use.
Yep.
Then we have some throat lozenges. We have some zinc tablets to help our immunity. We have some oral rehydration salts just in case we get really dehydrated, maybe on our treks or who knows when. Then we also have some Polysporin, Band-Aids. We have moleskin for blisters. We have these nasal inhalers that we got from Thailand that just clears everything up and we absolutely love. We also like bringing this pocket laundry soap. Now these are little tiny laundry strips, so it's not a liquid at all. The other pocket thing that we have is called Wilderness Wash. Now this is just an eco-friendly soap, so really easy to just throw in your day backpack.
Next, Robin and I are both bringing our own pack towels. These are exactly what they sound like. They are towels, but they are very small and very easy to pack. I've also got a little face cloth one that I'll bringing.
Me too.
And Robin does as well.
To go along with the more toiletry side of things, I have a little liquids bag that I put all of my face stuff in. And then the rest of the toiletries, I just throw in my larger toiletry bag. I just like this one to put my liquids in just because they're not like shifting around in there. They're really quite tightly secured. So I'm less worried about like spillage on all of my other stuff. So like things like nail clippers, hairbrush, toothbrush, things like that are all going to go in this bag.
Yeah, and this is my toiletry case. Similar stuff, toothbrush, all that good stuff.
Next, we always travel with these silk liners. Now, it's essentially like a little sleeping bag liner, and so if you ever get to an accommodation that's maybe not so nice and you want a little bit of a barrier between you and the sheets and the covers, this is what we use. It's not something that we use often, but when we do use it, we are really thankful, so we do continue to bring it. Next, we are both bringing a hat. Graham has a quick drying hat. Mine's just a regular cotton hat, just to keep the sun off of us as we are continuing trekking throughout our day.
Of course, we are bringing our trusty Grail water bottles. These have a full filtration system in them and water purifying. We brought them to Asia and had no problems. The orange piece there is the filter. You just fill up that part, push that part in, boom, you've got clean water. Speaking of water, we also are bringing some rain covers for our bags. Very simple, but absolutely mandatory because you don't want any of your stuff getting wet. Along with our covers for our packs, we also have a small dry bag that we are bringing. This is mostly for any of our tech gear in case we're on a hike or get caught in a rain. We can just throw our camera and anything we really don't want getting wet into this. Not super mandatory if you don't have a camera or anything like that, but
sometimes it's nice for that extra protection, but it's definitely not necessary.
Yeah.
We also like bringing some cutlery just for snacks and things like that if we ever want to pack and bring it with us. Maybe we're packing a lunch. This is just super nice. It also reduces waste, so that's always a bonus too. I personally am bringing a little travel pillow. It's the one that I've taken to Europe. I've taken it on our trip. I love it and I think it's worth it. Graham brought one on the last trip. He didn't really use it, so he's not bringing it.
And it was on a train or an airport, and yeah, I just didn't find it worth it. So I just used my backpack.
Mine's mandatory. I love it. I absolutely love it. When I'm using it, I'm so thankful because I don't sleep very well, so this extra little bit of comfort on transportation is necessary. I am also bringing a buff, and Graham has decided not to, even though if you watch our video of Unpack with us from Asia, he raved about how he was going to bring a buff on our next trip because it was the best thing, but he's decided not to, so you may get that same reaction at the end of this.
I feel like you're probably going to get that same reaction.
So this I just really love because you can wear it as a headband. You could, if it's really sunny and you are worried about being burnt, you can push it down and you can just wear it around your neck. You can cover your ears with it. I also really like to use it when we are on like overnight buses or trains, and I use it as an eye mask to keep out the light because sometimes they do not turn off the lights for you, so I've really quite enjoyed bringing this.
Okay, I think I'm sold. I think I'm going to bring a buff.
The next thing that we like bringing are locks. Now, I really highly recommend bringing a cable lock just because it's so easy to loop into almost everything. So if you're traveling like with hostels, then you can lock up all of your stuff.
One thing I'm also bringing that doesn't look like Robin's got right now is just a simple pair of sunglasses.
I lost mine. I asked for them for Christmas, but Christmas is after we get back from this trip, so I don't know what I'm going to do about sunglasses, but I'll figure it out. I can always buy if I need. Now, something that is also going in my main bag, which is a little bit stressing me out, is this backpack. Now, because we are doing multi-day treks, I really wanted to have my hiking backpack with me. Now, it's not like by any means the most greatest hiking backpack, but it has a little bit of a hip belt to it, so it's going to carry the weight a lot better than my personal bag that I do bring, which is a little bit more heavy duty, more for like all of our technical gear. This would be easy to just throw like our essentials that we need for day trips and stuff. So this is what I hope to kind of place on top of all of my things and close up my backpack. So we'll see. If I don't have room, maybe Graham has extra room. I'm not sure. But that's everything that we are putting in our main backpacks that we can think of. Yeah. We may be forgetting some things. We do technically leave in 2 days, so if what you see on the trip is a little bit different from this video, we made some last minute calls, but I feel very confident with what we're bringing. So we're going to get our bags. We're going to attempt to pack everything in them. Yeah. If we have to take things out, we'll definitely let you know what doesn't make the cut, but let's do it. Well, it all fits. There's a couple things, obviously, that I'm going to put in my personal bag. And I did not pack my fleece, so I took out my airport outfit, so that's not in it. It's heavy though, which makes me feel like I want to take some things out.
Mine's also a little bit heavy then, I guess, but it's not stretched to the max. And then I also...
Mine's getting a little bit stretched to the max.
But then I also grabbed Robin's rain cover, her pillow, her other rain cover, and the med kit in here. It's like I have this whole front pocket that is like almost...
You packed really good.
Almost completely empty.
If I was to take something out, I think I would get rid of like a shirt or two if I did want to reduce some space in here. But I am very happy with it. So let's move on to our personal bags.
So for my day pack, I'm bringing an old backpack of mine actually, which just feels a bit strange. It's got really nice, not really nice, it's got some hip belts on it and a chest strap, which is important for hiking. So I think this is going to do me better on our treks than my Patagonia one that I have. But it's also got a boatload of pockets. I think I'm actually going to really enjoy using this pack.
My backpack is the same that I've had for all of my trips so far. It's one from PackSafe. So it has those anti-theft features to them. Now, I've never ever put those to use, of course. I'm super thankful for that, but it does have the slash-proof material. All of the zippers and stuff, they lock away, making it a little bit harder for someone to open it. But again, I want a preference. I have not had issues with pickpockets or someone trying to take something from me. But because we do carry more electronics, just for my anxiety-wise, I like to know that I have a little backup just in case I do. Plus, I just like how the backpack fits on me, so I continue to bring it along.
Now, about what's going in these backpacks.
It's probably going to look a little bit different than your packing trip.
Likely.
Most of the stuff that we put in our personal bags, and the main reason why we carry 2 backpacks as opposed to getting everything in our main backpacks is because we vlog, of course, so with that comes many electronics, and all of that goes in these bags.
I'm forgetting some on the desk or on the bed.
So we are going to go through this, of course. Like, if you're interested, then definitely watch along, but lots of this stuff you are not going to need on your trip. This is just what we are personally bringing. Something that you might need, though, is some kind of tablet or laptop. Now, you don't have to bring these on your trip, but we personally find that when we're booking stuff, accommodation, flights, travel planning. It's just nice to do it on a bigger screen than on your phone. So I'm bringing a laptop because I do all of the editing and I just need a little bit more of a software to my things than an iPad. But Graham does all of our planning, so that's what he likes to use.
Easy to use on an iPad.
Next up is our headphones. So again, I carry a little bit of a bulkier headphones. I carry the Bose noise canceling ones. I do find I really like the over the ear ones when I am editing, so I do bring a bulky one. But I do have little wired headphones too, just for the plane, and just in case this one was to die on me, then I know that I have something that I can use. So I do bring the corded headphones mainly for the plane.
Mine's very simple. All I've got is my AirPods.
The next thing that I actually would really highly recommend that you bring on your trip, I think a lot of people don't realize how much downtime there is when you're traveling.
Tons.
You're waiting for your transportation to arrive. Maybe you're taking a break at a coffee shop, or maybe you're at the beach or at a park and you're waiting around. I bring a Kindle, and I actually brought it for the first time ever on our Southeast Asia trip, and it was a game changer.
Yes.
I absolutely loved it. I read so many books, especially when we were on the beach, so this became my best friend. Highly, highly recommend. Graham again said that he was going to bring one for this trip, and lo and behold, he didn't. He does not have one.
I've got one right here.
Well, he's going to use that instead.
Yeah, even for those of you who maybe aren't the biggest readers like myself, totally fine. I would still recommend a Kindle. I found myself so many times at coffee shops, especially at the beach, either just sitting there in my own thoughts, which felt a little bit strange, or watching Netflix, which is nice and all, but
you don't want to do it all the time.
Yeah, so definitely grab yourself a Kindle. Next, obviously, we've got our camera cube, which we are filming on our camera, so there's nothing in here right now, so nothing to that. After that, we both got portable chargers. Robin's is basic, plugs into the wall to charge.
But I find that it takes a little bit to charge.
Yeah.
But once it's fully charged, I can get multiple full charges of my phone off of this. And this is what we predominantly used on our last trip. But then Graham got the new iPhone, and this no longer works for him, and he can't plug it into this. So this is great for me, but...
So I got my own. I got the tough tested one. Coolest feature about this is that one, it obviously hooks onto my backpack with the carabiner, but it's also solar panel charging. So when we're hiking, I'll be able to strap this to my backpack, let the sun charge it up, and so I'll pretty much have unlimited battery the whole time, which is really, really good because obviously we've got GoPro, we've got all kinds of stuff, a new secret thing that we have bought that I'll be able to charge off this. So I'm very excited to actually put this to the test. I'm
very curious how it will actually do. In our minds, we're like, it's going to work perfect, but we'll see. Yeah. I have no idea.
The coolest feature actually about this one too, other than the solar panel, it's also got a flashlight on it. Might be a nice little bonus as well if our headlamps die or anything like that.
So, we've segued in. We are both bringing headlamps. So, I have one and Graham has one. It is recommended from some of the treks that we're doing that we do bring them. They actually reached out and said that. It was on our packing list anyways, but just know that sometimes they do require you, or else you have to rent gear from them. So, these are going to be very handy when we are camping on this trip.
Okay, now for the big surprise, and something that I have wanted pretty much since we started YouTube. We have bought a new drone. And so we are very excited. I bought us the DJI Mini 3 Pro. Very excited to finally try this out and fly it in a different country. I've been flying it around the city here and at home, and
I actually haven't seen it in flight. He goes when I'm at work, so the first time I'm going to see it fly is on this trip, and I am very excited about it. We are also bringing our GoPro. Now, we don't have a ton of accessories that we bring with our GoPro, mainly just the handle and the cage that we have to put it in to attach it to the handle, so nothing super fancy there. Of course, with all this tech stuff, we have multiple charging cables for all of the things. This one specifically, though, goes with our multi-plug that we bring. Now, even if you aren't bringing a lot of stuff that you have to plug in, sometimes it is really nice if you have, say, even just an iPad and a phone, to plug it into your hostel plug that they give you, and then you can charge multiple things off of it at the same time, because usually you only get one by your bed, so this is really nice to have. Now for myself, of course, I do the editing, so I have a little organizer cube that I keep all of like my hard drives on and cables that go along with it and all of that, so that's what's in this here. Camera battery charger, just a lot of cords, really.
A lot of cords and a lot of electronics.
But this is everything that's going in our personal bag. Of course, we're carrying over the water bottles. I'm going to stick my buff in there, cutlery, and my lock. So that will also go in there, so let's pack it up.
Oh my gosh.
That's not a good hiking backpack if you can't put your water bottle in. You're going to have to keep it in the main part then.
With all of our drone and our tech stuff?
I'll carry our water bottles, that's fine. Okay, apart from the little mishap of Graham's backpack can't fit the water bottle, it all went really well.
That sucks.
I have actually quite a bit of extra space, so
do I.
I think I could probably do a little bit better of a rearranging. I'm not going to do it in this video because, again, we have still like a full day here, and I'm probably going to be doing some last minute changes, but
yeah.
I'm really happy with what we're bringing. I'm so excited for this trip. Like if you haven't seen our last video, we haven't left the country since we got back from our Southeast Asia trip, which was back last Christmas, and we're almost at this Christmas. So it just feels so good. It's a family trip, so we're going with my family. My dad, my mom, and my sister are all going to be there. We're all flying at different times, so we're going to meet them when we actually get down there. But it's going to be such a fun trip.
Yeah. So we hope you learned a little bit about what you need to pack for when you go to South America, and we'll give you an update on if this is all worth it when we get back.
But if you have any questions at all, feel free to leave them in the comments down below, and we will do our best to answer each and every one of them. But we hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you in the next one on our travel day to Cusco, Peru. Bye-bye!
Are you nervous?
I'm nervous because I want to bring all these things, but I don't think I can. Done.
Done.
Are you saying it with me?
No.
Okay. Done.
Done.